Just without thinking, I know 3 Korean women who do not want children. Do not want children. Nothing wrong with it. But in Korean society, why don't you want children? Why wouldn't you want children? Why don't you? Well, it's not as if you have to have children to be a woman. You're a woman whether you have children or you don't. If you want to progress in your career and get on, and let's say you have a choice, children or career, it doesn't mean they hate children. It doesn't mean that. It's just their choice. I won't have children. I'm going to concentrate on my career. That's nothing wrong with that.
Actually, this phenomenon is naturally changing, has been naturally changing. And the childbirth rate is decreasing.
Dropping.
So many young people give up having children and getting married and other things. So we call it they give up generation. They give up generation.
The give up generation.
Give up generation.
Yeah. I've heard of this.
So it is very a kind of tragedy. I think it's very tragedy.
Well, it's not. It's the same in England.
Same in England?
If you live in London, have children, and own a house, own a home, is getting more and more difficult. More and more difficult.
The one thing, the another tragedy is divorce rate has been crazy.
Well, I don't think that's a tragedy. I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. If you're unhappy, why stay together? Why do you stay together? That's stupid. Staying together with somebody who you don't love, you live separate lives, you can't talk to, why stay together? Really, it's a fantastic choice. If you're 35 years old, 40 years old, and you've been married for 10 years, and you suddenly find, or over time you find, this is the wrong person. Now, you have a choice. You have 2 choices. Stay for maybe with this person for maybe another 50 or 60 years. Stay with them 50 or 60 years. No, this is crazy. Or leave, divorce, and find a new life. Now, if you stay with them for 50 or 60 years, you get to 70 years old. Now, why did I waste 50 years? Why did I waste this?
Why they break up?
Yeah.
I thought. I think one of the main reasons is that they don't have a conversation about their future before they get married.
Well, and they don't know each other in Korea.
Right.
Because you imagine, only dating. Now, a man and a woman makes themselves up, beautiful. A man gets ready, and he's very, very kind when they're dating. Very kind. Now, they get married. All of a sudden, Saturday night, the man is lying on the woman doesn't know the man, and the man doesn't know the man doesn't know the woman. So
I think they don't have a conversation talking about their future, such as where we live, and how to buy a home.
Also, what happens if?
What happens if?
Yeah.
What happens if we lose? What happens if we fail?
That's what happens if I lose my job and we become poor. What happens if? What happens if? Yeah. It should be.
It's really, really important.
Very. Also, if you can't live together, which society here, I understand, if you can't live together, at least go on holiday together. At least spend 2 weeks on holiday together. You will see more. You will see a lot more than the person who turns up with a bunch of flowers and pulls a chair out. And you'll see a lot more. Remember, a man doesn't always have a bunch of flowers in his hand.
Traveling together.
Traveling together.
Yeah. There could be a good chance to know each other more detail.
That's if you can't live together, then travel together. If you can't travel together, then go on holiday for 2 weeks somewhere together. At least that.
Have you heard arranged marriage?
Yeah.
Arranged marriage?
Yeah.
In Korea, I don't know exactly how many, but maybe at least 2 or 3 is big company about arranged marriage. And this company is very rare, or the business is very rare.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
How about in British and European?
No.
They have
Sorry, unlike Korea, in England, there are lots and lots of different races. Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Arab, Jamaican, West Indian, West Indian, Jamaican. So there are lots of different cultures. They are British. They are UK. They are English or they're Scottish. But their old culture demands arranged marriage, providing the girl and the boy agree. I agree to marry him. I agree to marry her. Then okay, all right, no problem. But it's when it's forced. In a few cases in England, especially the girl is forced to marry, in a few cases, are forced to marry somebody she doesn't like a businessman, or take them up higher. And this is very wrong, very, very wrong. But the girl is forced to do it. She has to do it. And if she doesn't do it, she will bring shame on this community, on her family, within the community.
How about the royal family, such as
Again, that's becoming less and less and less. It used to be a total arranged marriage, total. Now, it's a little different. You see Prince Harry.
Yeah,
Prince Harry did not have Meghan Markle chosen for him. He did not. Prince William did not.
Kind of movie story?
Huh?
That is kind of movie story. Please tell me how do you react when your daughter decides to get married?
Well, first of all, her boyfriend called me.
Boyfriend
Call me. It's tradition. It's tradition in England. And he said to me, "I'm going to ask Andrea to marry me at Christmas." I said, "Why? Why? I really." Why? And then he explained, blah blah. I mean, he's a fantastic man. Normally, it's not asking permission, because he didn't need to ask my permission. It's like, do you approve? If I said no, they would still get married.
Yeah.
They would still get married. But she explained to me, this is what she wanted. If you want to get married, get married. If you don't want to get married, don't get married. My advice, don't get married.
Your advice?
Yeah, don't get married. But if you fall out of love, don't spend 50 years or 40 years out of love with somebody. Find somebody new. There is a horrible thing, and I know I might get into trouble for this, but why do you go to a bookshop and buy a book?
To read?
Yeah. Why not go to a library?
To study or to...
No. If you go to a library, you can get the same book, read it, and take it back. That's so bad.
Okay.
That's very bad. That's very bad. But why would you go to a book? Why would you buy a book when there's a library where you can borrow one
I
for a
don't
little
know
bit?
your example is perfect.
It's very bad. Very bad. But
Okay, let me...
do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. But in the long term, if this thing that makes you happy all of a sudden makes you unhappy, then get rid of it. So if you're happy, do what makes you happy. But as soon as the happiness finishes, and now it becomes unhappiness, then change.